Welcome in, KEW faithful, as I just adjust my glasses and get them out of their glasses case. We'll quickly check that the stream is up and running, and then we'll get cracking with another fun-filled, thrilling KEW action, an episode for you all. KEW action. Perfecto, we are indeed live. Let's get going, ladies and gentlemen. This one then, I'm sure you will note, features 3 of the people who have qualified via the hardcore rankings to move themselves into this position now. Winner of this will progress into the semi-finals, as we had an uneven number of competitors. We were unable to balance it out officially, so a fatal 3-way and a one-on-one is the easiest way to sort this one out. We have, of course, the Ploughman as the first of those, qualified a few weeks ago. I'd have to scratch my memory to try and remember who he qualified against. It's not coming to the forefront of my mind, but I'm sure he qualified in a resplendent fashion. He has been a man on a mission recently in the KEW. He's looking for some silverware or bronzeware, if you like, around his waist as he chases down the hardcore championship. This will be a real opportunity for the Coven, as the rest of the Coven in action here now will be in action in a tag division later, trying to push themselves up the tag team rankings to potentially get a shot at the KEW tag team titles before the next main pay-per-view. They've not got long. We only have a few weeks that separate us from that main pay-per-view. And of course, last week we saw the KEW title change hands in the fatal 5-way TLC match. Tan Jiao Nu, KEW champion. We know the belt will be on offer at the next main pay-per-view. We'll focus on the hardcore division, and I'm sure the Assassin will be watching in the backstage areas as King Daddy makes his way to the ring. A former competitor that he's already defeated once. King Daddy's already knocked him off as a challenger to that hardcore belt. The Assassin looking dominant at the top of the hardcore rankings. It's almost like nobody could displace him if they tried their best. King Daddy, a ruthless competitor. We've seen him use that low blow to deadly effect in the KEW so far, taking out James the Cat, the Torpedo, and many others. This, though, will be a tougher test for him. How do you low blow a demon with someone with demonic powers, as the Ploughman has? And how can you low blow a woman spider? I don't think a low blow will have the devastating effect that it will do against some of the other competitors, but we'll have to see how he tries to bring that out of his arsenal here. He will, of course, be facing 2 members of the Coven. A tricky test here then for the King Daddy, the Irish King Daddy, as he'll look to try and get another shot potentially at the hardcore championship. The winner of this will, of course, face the winner of our next match, and the winner then will progress to face the Assassin at our next main pay-per-view. And there she is, fired up. She'll know that maybe this is her time to go for the hardcore belt. She, of course, lost out last time around to the BFG last season, and since then has been chasing this hardcore belt for a while. King Daddy looking pumped and amped, as is the Tarantula, as the bell goes here, and the 3 athletes. So you can see King Daddy taking a breather as immediately the 2 members of the Coven go at each other. The Ploughman looking to assert his dominance in the match. He knows there are no friends and allies here. If you want the bronzeware around your waist, then you've got to go and earn it. And perhaps he sees Mr. Tarantula as the more dangerous of the 2 competitors, as he now targets King Daddy and goes straight back to the Tarantula, who now has him in an arm lock, and she says, all right then, if all the Coven friendships off the table, then we'll go for each other, and I'll more than gladly take you out. She side lifts King Daddy onto the back of his head there, and now targets the Irishman here. The arms hooks a big butterfly suplex there, sending him flying across the ring. Oh, and now the shot with those woodblock sandals, it like right to the crotch of the Plowman. You can see it didn't do a lot of damage, and King Daddy was in to break it up. And now the Tarantula again, straight back after King Daddy, lifts him onto the shoulders and carries him around in front of the referee, dropping him face first into the turnbuckle. And immediately the Plowman, seeing that as the opportunity to go after, the Tarantula with a reverse suplex there and a rake to the back from King Daddy. I'm sure Miss Kasuj will be watching on as the two members of the Coven will go for the victory here to get them in a position to potentially win some bronzeware for their Coven. And Miss Kasuj will be watching on eagerly as the woodblock shoe is delivered to the face. Oh, there we go, of King Daddy. And again the Plowman straight in, targeting the Tarantula, letting her do the heavy work, taking out King Daddy. And now, the package driver there into a cover, and King Daddy's in to break it up. That might have been enough for the Plowman to secure a victory here, and he's whipped into the corner by King Daddy. A big right fist there from the King. Now going under the ring as Miss Tarantula is back in the ring and takes advantage of the Plowman, and here comes the steel chair from King Daddy, slides into the ring. I don't know if the Tarantula's seen it with it. Oh, she has now, because it's in her face, and in the face of the Plowman as well. He's down, the Tarantula slow up, and goes for another chair shot, but she wrestles it off of him, and the Plowman goes for the Tarantula. I'm not so sure that was a wise move. He's got the woodblock shoe in the guts now, gets rolled up. I thought she was going to go for the powerbomb, but he manages to punch his way out of it. And now King Daddy gets missed in the face. He's on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the blue mist there spurted out of the mouth of the Plowman, and the hush puppy's in the face of Miss Tarantula there. King Daddy down on the floor as the Plowman in the ring with a big knee strike to the face of the Tarantula. And now King Daddy back into the ring, his face covered in that blue mist that was blown into his face via the Plowman. Whips into the ropes now, round the back he goes. Nasty little leg drag there, and a kick with a hush puppy to the chest, and a big knee drive sends Miss Tarantula down, and the Plowman might look to finish this one off sooner or later. Here's stomp to the guts to Miss Tarantula. Now he's going to get hold of the chair and maybe look to secure the victory here with a chair shot to the Tarantula. I'm not so sure she'll thank him in the Coven. There you go, a big chop gets the chair off of him, maybe just at the last minute, but she'll know that the Plowman is only out for himself here. There is no Coven alliance going on whatsoever. You'll have to watch her back in the Coven in the coming weeks. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen, if this is going to be the way of things? Dropped on the top rope now is the Plowman. Perhaps a measure of revenge there for the Tarantula. She went for the pin. Broken up by King Daddy though. Now comes with a few furious chops and a big elbow to the face of Miss Tarantula. They're lifting her onto the shoulder as she spins over and snap DDTs him straight off the floor. And the Plowman again relentless in the assault. Drop kicks her out of the ring and she rolls out for a bit of a breather. Maybe going to go look for some hardware under the ring, and a big elbow shot to the face, and she has the sledgehammer out here. Sledgehammer right to the guts and right in the spine of the Plowman. Goodness gracious me, and now drops it and goes for the pin on the King Daddy for the Tarantula to progress. Just a 1 count there though. King Daddy able to kick out swiftly and securely. A few furious hits from him, but broken up by the Tarantula. A big elbow to the face, has the arm hooked, lifts him up, and drops him on his face there. And he looks like he's down and out. I think he might have caught the sledgehammer. Mr. Tarantula almost put on the sledgehammer as the Plowman goes for the pin. Just a 1 count though. The Tarantula plenty left in the tank, and you've got to wonder how much just the King Daddy got left in the tank at all. Big chair shot there from the Plowman. Turns around, King Daddy catches him napping, hooks him up onto the shoulders now, carries him into the corner, drops him face first into the turnbuckle. A big punch there on the floor, right into the Plowman's face. You can see Mr. Tarantula taunting on the side of the ropes there. King Daddy wanders over to meet her and says, "I've seen enough of this." Big punch to the face, sends her down to the mat there. So far I think it's only the Plowman who's not pulled a weapon out from under the ring. He spent his time out there revelling in the crowd's boos, it seemed. I'm not happy with his display here so far, and I don't think his tag team partner will be particularly happy with it either. Big backdrop there. He might have clipped that sledgehammer with the back of his head, and he rolls out of the ring now, does the Plowman. You've got to wonder, who knows what day of the week it is, if he hit that sledgehammer square on. And a nasty throw there from the Tarantula straight into the ropes. Goes for the pin and broken up before she can even get a 1 count from the referee. Big sit-down suplex there from the Plowman, right onto the back of the Tarantula. And now King Daddy looking for something on the ring, pulls a trash can out as the Plowman drops the Tarantula on the the knee there, and look at this, he wants him out of the ring. He's saying to him, come out and face me if you dare. He's got no interest in that. He's more interested in just pummeling the life out of the Tarantula, maybe trying to assert his dominance as the #1 threat in the Coven. Miss Kasuchi's favourite lapdog, if you like, now picks up the sledgehammer and says to Miss Tarantula, you enjoyed the sledgehammer so much, how about you have some of it yourself? And assault with a sledgehammer on the floor. She quickly rolls out of the way though and recovers swiftly, lifts the Plowman onto her shoulder now and drops him face first onto the ropes, choking the life out of him. And oh, and the big woodblock shoe to the face of King Daddy. He's down and out, and now she has hold of the arm, ripping the tendons here. Oh, jerking it backwards violently, trying to break the arm of the Plowman. Big shot to the spine, whipped into the corner. Oh, and the low blow from King Daddy. Down goes the Plowman. King Daddy for the cover. Can he sneak it? 1, 2, 3. King Daddy sneaks it. He knocks both of the Coven members out here. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, what a turn up for the books. I thought the Coven would work together to try and get rid of him, but no. King Daddy low blows the Plowman, and that's it. It's the 1, 2, 3. He gives the V for victory. He wants that hardcore belt. He's coming for it. The assassin will be looking on and saying, anytime, any place, I've beat you once, whatever you like, I'll put it past you again. Don't you worry about that, sunshine. Motivated King Daddy moves on. Who will he face in the next round though? Will it be the Mystery or will it be James the Cat? This one then will prove to be a real thriller, ladies and gentlemen. The two of these men will know that the winner of this gets King Daddy in the next round, and after that they're only one step away from a potential title. And all they have to do is defeat the man in front of them 3 more times, 3 more victories, and the bronze will be around their waist and off for the waist of the assassin. The Mystery then first into the ring. A deadly athlete who's been part of the Misfits and has really looked to push his KEW career in this singles development, if you like, spanning out from the rest of the Misfits to try and give it a go in the hardcore divisions. He'd seen the Torpedo try and give it a go and foul, and he thought to himself, you know what, if he can not quite manage it, maybe I can. The most mysterious man in the KEW. Who's behind the mask? Who is the Mystery? Nobody knows. Has he got the pedigree here though to deal with James the Cat? James the Cat, of course, a wily athlete, a much more powerful athlete than that of the Mystery. The Mystery, a much more wiry, submission-based wrestler. James the Cat, more focused on power and not afraid to mix it up at all. I expect to see James the Cat being the first man out and under the ring to find some hardware here in this one, but I might be wrong. The Mystery might beat him out of the ring and go and grab a chair as fast as he can to try and level the power outage that is going to be on display from James the Cat. He's looked like a man motivated and on a mission here. There's a long thought behind the KEW faithful and the fans that if anyone's going to be the man to take the hardcore championship off of the assassin, it's going to be this man here. He's been in resplendent form in recent weeks in the KEW, and a lot of people think it's only a matter of time before he has more bronze or silverware around his waist, whether that be as part of the Tubby Moggies going after the tag team titles once the BFG is back and cleared for action, which we're told by the medical teams he's doing well with his rehab, and it shouldn't be much longer now, and hopefully he'll be back and ready and raring to go. We do of course have about another month before the next main pay-per-view, so whether the BFG will make it back in time for that one or not, we'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen. But you can see James the Cat focused here on his singles competitions and chasing down that hardcore championship. He is a man who will be probably fresher than the Mystery. The Mystery qualifying a lot later than him. James the Cat being the first of those to qualify for this, but he's been a little bit rested since then. Will the rest help him, or will it be a case of ring rust for him? You can see in the early going there, the Mystery with a nice knee shot dropping James the Cat down. Perhaps that ring rust early doors, as I mentioned, could be the thing that'll undo him here. The Mystery coming out explosively out of the blocks, drops the knee right in the back of James the Cat, and again he's slow out of the gates here, James the Cat, and it's not been a good experience for him when he has been slow out of the gates. He's normally an athlete who has to come out and start fast and build into the match after a good start. Not one who's particularly good at, starting from behind. And the Mystery, though, is definitely an athlete who is much more suited to getting out in front. And he does very well once he gets out in front. He's pulled the table out here, and James the Cat sees him with the table and takes it off of him here. And delivers the table folded up in his face and now throws it at him on the floor. It was the Mystery, as we pointed out, was the first man to go and get a bit of hardware out from under the ring, but James the Cat turned it against him, and James the Cat's not seen him here. He's got the guitar. It's knocked out of his hand at the last minute by the Mystery, who got up faster, I think, than James the Cat was expecting, as he was faffing around under the ring trying to pull that guitar out. And now the Mystery on the outside, lifting him over on that table. James the Cat back to his feet swiftly, though, after taking the table leg in the guts, and now into the steps goes the Mystery. Now James the Cat on the outside. I said he is an athlete who will look to mix it up, and if he gets the power all right on the outside and can really do some damage. He's already shown it on display, and look at this, showing off to the KEW fans. They're somewhat happy about it. It's hard to tell. The front row seemed engaged and ready to go, but the rest of the crowd were quiet. Here comes a stop sign. Launched at him from across the ring, hurled it at him like he was throwing a baseball straight into his face, ladies and gentlemen. The power on display from James the Cat as that stop sign wafted through the air and slammed into the face of the Mystery, who's now getting sent into the steel steps time and time again. Goodness gracious me, James the Cat may be looking to end the career of the Mystery as James the Cat gets reversed into the steps. Now gets a stop sign in the back as well for good measure. The Mystery says, you know what, you enjoy the stop sign so much, have it yourself, lad. Chasing him down on the outside now with ordnance left, right and centre. Big shot to the spine of James the Cat here. The Mystery looking to work on the early damage inflicted, has hold of him from behind and throws him back in the ring. I did wonder if he picked the table up and looked to bring that back in the ring with him, but he's not so far. Both men back in the ring as the Mystery has the arms hooked, rolls them up. Package powerbomb, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 there from James the Cat. He's got to be careful. The Mystery is a man who'll look to inflict the damage. Big chop from James the Cat there, and a big right fist from the Mystery. Both men now exchanging blows here. James the Cat with a big block, and the power on display from the big fella. The big blocks here, the big right hands as he's throwing haymakers. The kick to the guts and the shot to the back sends the Mystery down to the ground. James the Cat has hold of the legs, stomping on the guts of the Mystery as he steps over him. Big kick to the chest as well. Now the Mystery slowing, getting back up and into the corner as James the Cat looks for something perhaps a bit more deadly under the ring. Has the steel chair and launches it at him in the corner. Oh my goodness me, screams to the KEW faithful, now choking the Mystery, who's now had a stop sign and a steel chair tossed in his face. James the Cat showing off those powerful arms, as we mentioned, looks to go up top. The Mystery's got to catch him though. He was up a lot swifter than James the Cat thought, but he gets his axe handle off anyway. The punch from the Mystery, not enough to drop James the Cat down, and James the Cat now going back after that stop sign. The Mystery, look at this, he's threatening him from the outside with it. No, too slow with the swing there. The Mystery knocks it out of his hands. Now gets hold of him. Butterfly suplexes him on the outside onto that folded table. Might have caught the edge of it there. That metal edging on the table. Furious shots from the Mystery and a big kick here. Has the arms again and another butterfly suplex, sending James the Cat skittering away, holding his back now. And the Mystery in the ring picks up the steel chair. He's got to look to return the favour. James the Cat launching the chair in his face, and the Mystery, I think he's just going to introduce it to him in the classic way. 2 hands. No, James the Cat swings out of the way of it and gets a submission in. The chin lock locked in, trying to maybe break the neck of the Mystery there, or wrench on the back muscles, but Mystery powers his way out of it. Uses those wily submission technician that he is, knows how to get out of many a submission. James the Cat slow back to his feet there. You can see the Mystery, the taller of the 2 men, but only just takes James the Cat onto the ropes now. Big right fist there. Looks to maybe set James the Cat up to put him away here. Misses his grab. Both men bounce off each other. Sloppy wrestling. James the Cat misses furiously there. Looked like he came exploding out of the blocks, and now looks like he was trying to get a submission move locked in, but James the Cat powers his way back out of it there. Good power on display from James the Cat. Real trading of blows here. Technical wrestling at its finest, and here going after the arms now is the Mystery. Has the head wrenched into the back of the floor there, and oh, the stomp right in the back to James the Cat. Now the Mystery going outside. Well, I thought he could have looked to potentially put him away there, ladies and gentlemen, if he'd been able to get a submission move in that would work that back area of James the Cat. I thought it would have been enough to put him away once and for all, but he's not content with dealing the damage there. He's gone and got a trash can, and it's allowed James the Cat the time to get back to his feet, and he's rolled out of the ring now. Perhaps he's going to go and look for something special under the ring as well. He's walking around very slowly with that trash can. Is the Mystery, and James the Cat has an enormous ladder here that he's positioned in between. Oh, and now takes the trash can to the back, and now to the back of the head. Too long setting up the ladder, and the Mystery, look at this, taking the time to wave to his KEW fans. Gets hold of James the Cat now, wrenching the nose and the mouth of James the Cat, sending him down to the floor, and it feels more and more like the Mystery is going to be the man who's going to progress out of this one. James the Cat too slow out of the blocks here. The Mystery has hold of him, maybe trying to put him on that ladder. Oh, sends him careering into the ladder, lifts him high onto the ladder now, and it's the Mystery got to look to potentially put him away here, put him through the ladder and finish James the Cat off, climbing up to the top turnbuckle. The Mystery poised, oh, went for the leg drop and missed. James the Cat rolls out of the way, a devastating miss from the Mystery. Now James the Cat scoops him up and slams him into the ladder here, doing more damage to the spine of the Mystery after missing that leg drop from the top rope. Oh, went for what I thought was going to be a stunner, caught though midway through, and now sent straight into the ladder from the Mystery. Big right hand has hold of him on the outside. Oh, backdrops him right on his head, and James the Cat now looks like he's out for the count, and the Mystery yet again isn't going for the pinfall here, ladies and gentlemen. This one's getting ugly, and it's getting ugly fast. The Mystery pulls his own ladder out now, sets it up on the outside. Wonder what he's got planned for that over there. Oh, James the Cat with a big boot to the face though, maybe playing a little bit of possum on the outside. These two, it seems that there's some personal beef here in the background. They've been at each other hammer and tongs since we've been going here. Maybe it's just the thought of being able to, the mysterious net breaker, that might be enough to put James the Cat away. He's down on the outside. Maybe it's just the Hardcore Championship. Both men don't want to give up on the opportunity of it as he's sent flying into the steps here by the Mystery. Gets hold of him by the back of the head and might look to take him into the ring and polish it off here. Taking his time, look at this, just respectfully wiping his feet on the outside, kicking the dirt towards James the Cat as he hops over one obstacle, works his way around the ring. Maybe he's not done with them, the instruments of punishment, and decides that James the Cat's getting to his feet, so he makes his way back into the ring. James the Cat, maybe one last gasp opportunity here. Oh, gets caught going for the ropes, and now the Mystery has the arm lock locked in. Oh no, big shot from James the Cat. Stunner in the ring, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. James the Cat does it, ladies and gentlemen, and a nothing. We thought it was the Mystery. The Mystery looked like he was going to put him away with a submission move. James the Cat sees it coming, kick to the guts, stunner, and it's 1, 2, 3, and the big man's going into the semi-finals here. Goodness gracious me, he'll face King Daddy, and both of that will be a slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen. They are two athletes who have met before, and James the Cat has been waiting patiently for his hands on King Daddy after the last time he gave him the low blow and beat him, and James the Cat was not happy about that. That'll be an explosive one to come, ladies and gentlemen, for who will face the assassin at the next main pay-per-view. Trouble in Tangetown as we see it on the horizons, ladies and gentlemen. We'll focus now on the tag division after that explosive ending. Goodness me, it's got me all amped up, all hot and bothered if you like, as we move to the tag division then, and we'll see the Coven taking on the Misfits. This one merely for power rankings. More than anything, the winner of this, you've got to say, will have to go on to face the safety men in a number one contenders match. The Coven will look to really amp things up as they've been trying desperately to get back into the tag division and get some silverware or some gold or some bronze. They don't care what titles, or perhaps they can take all three, ladies and gentlemen, at the next main pay-per-view. They'll be hoping that they can. If they can get the number one contenders spot, then they'll know they will get the tag shot before the next main pay-per-view, and that could be crucial. Miss Tash working her way around the Witch Mother there, strutting her way down to the ring, KEW faithful not happy for the Dark Powers, and are making their way into the ring. Miss Ash flashing her legs. You can see many people booing there. And she moves herself rhythmically around the ring, gyrating for her darkness, her Dark Lord. Miss Kasuj there, she screams to the KEW fans, and they boo her roundly, as they should. The KEW fans will be hoping then that the Misfits can get a victory here. It will have to be a hard-fought battle for them. You have to imagine Miss Kasuj won't be particularly happy about having Miss Tash as a chosen person, especially seeing the Ploughman and the Tarantula go at each other and both lose in the first of the hardcore qualifying matches. She would not be happy knowing that they are out of the bronze, out of the hardcore division for yet another main pay-per-view. She will be furious, and she will be knowing that she needs to win. The pressure's on for them. The Coven needs the victory to get them up those power rankings desperately. Otherwise, people are going to start looking at them as more of a joke outfit than they are a serious threat to KEW silverware and gold. Here then, the Misfits on their way into the ring. Big Dan and the Torpedo. Big Dan, a monster of a man. The Turkish Mountain and the Torpedo, perhaps matched for size with Miss Tash. It's not a combination we've seen very often with these two, but it is one that they will look to do the benefit of here and maybe progress themselves back into being the next people to get a number one contender shot. They know that they have in their locker the ability to knock off the safety man at any opportunity, and with a wide roster of wrestlers to choose from, they know that a victory here will be an important one for them. We start them with Miss Tash against the Turkish Mountain, a complete size mismatch here. Goodness gracious me, I don't know why on earth they've decided to go with this. And the Turkish Mountain starts immediately destroying Miss Tash, launches her almost across and out of the ring. Goodness gracious me. Big shoulder slam there, goes for the cover. Just a 2 count though. Big shot to the face as Miss Tash now gets the big legs, looking to crane him over into a Boston Crab. My goodness me, she's unconventional the way she's got it locked in. Oh, flips over there. The power on display from the Mountain. The size mismatch is very comical here, ladies and gentlemen. Over the top rope she goes, and Miss Kasuj on the outside is saying, come down if you dare, big fella. She's legging it away from him. And it looked like there. Big Dan flexing on the outside. Miss Kasuj waiting and looking on patiently as Big Dan makes his way back into the ring. There's the Turkish Mountain. Big shot to Miss Kasuj in the face, and again there, and a third one. Oh, knocks her off the apron. You can see Miss Tash is saying, is he allowed to assault my tag partner like that? She's slowly making her way back around, comes in under the bottom rope, taking her time potentially, as Big Dan shoves her off of him. Down to the ground she goes. Lifts her up now with her crushing the ribs of Miss Tash, and she's elbowed right in the traps, it looks like they're the trapezoids or whatever they are, trapeziums, I don't know. Big kick there, fells the Mountain down to the ground, but he's swift back to his feet as Miss Tash looked like she'd turn around there, and you can see the whites of her eyes as her eyes were wide with the Mountain back to his feet. He's not even had to tag the Torpedo in yet as Miss Tash slumps into the corner here. Big kick there though, gets the Mountain off of her for a second. She's got to look to swing the momentum where she can here. Jumps on top of him, good athleticism to get that high, furious shots to the face, and she's got to look for a breather to potentially get the Coven's leader into the ring. The Witch Mother waiting patiently on the ropes. You see she doesn't really like she wants too much of Big Dan at the moment. Nice drop kick there from Miss Tash, and now she's going to get her opportunity. Tagged in here. The Mountain swiftly back to his feet, shoulder charges the Witch Mother straight down to the floor, and look at this, he's going to pick her up like a rag doll here, ladies and gentlemen, lifts her high above the head, that's probably the tallest or the highest she's ever been, other than on an aeroplane, drops her on her face, that's got to be like an 8-foot drop, goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, must have done internal damage, now tags in the torpedo here, the Witch Mother will be happy to see that potentially, a man who's closer to herself with the size, misses his kick immediately there, and he's much closer to her inability. Big headbutt there, tags Miss Tash back in, curious that, maybe the Witch Mother trying to keep herself fresh. Oh, both athletes missing their kicks there. Oh, but Miss Tash explodes with a big soft sandal to the face of the torpedo, and the Bulldog there in the centre of the ring hooks the leg. 1, 2, gets a shoulder up at 2, no interruptions from the Mountain. Perhaps he couldn't be bothered, or figured that Miss Tash was so lightweight a small gust of breeze might have blown her off of the torpedo. Has her on the ropes and now gets hold of him here, runs off the top rope, she goes, spinning Bulldog, driving the face into the matting, and now he might be in trouble, hooks the leg, 1, 2, oh, the Mountain's in, and he gets a shoulder up, but the Mountain was in just too late there. You can see Miss Tash a little distracted there. Tags now for the Witch Mother. She's in the ring. The torpedo up quickly. Oh, the big uppercut sends the Witch Mother down to the floor. Slow back to her feet, and a little woozy it looked like there, and another big kick. It looks like both athletes have maybe suffered a little concussion here. And look, a little woozy. The torpedo though, oh, drop kicking Miss Tash off the apron. Nasty moves from the little man, whips the Witch Mother into the corner and goes for the kick, but misses it wildly as she's just resting in the corner now. Has hold of a big elbow, drives the face back into the corner turnbuckle there, gets hold of the head, and now rams that into the turnbuckle as well. He is a athlete who is a nasty one, does a lot of damage, specifically, oh, big side slam there, and look at this, spinning around on the back here. Well, not so sure that's allowed, ladies and gentlemen. Strapped to the back of her head here, hooks the leg, goes for the pinfall. 1, just a 1 count though. The Witch Mother more than enough left in the tank and rolls out for a breather there, using the wily tricks of the trade, sends him out of the ring, and oh, rakes the back with those witchy claws. Big shot with the right hand there, gets hold of the back of him now, and now look at this, clawing the face, sending him down to the floor with the claws, wrenching across his face. It looked like he's done significant damage as she whips him into the ring here. Taking her time now, maybe she's going to look to return the favour from Big Dan. Oh, and he's been knocked off the apron again as Miss Tash, knocked off by the torpedo, and now Big Dan sends the Witch Mother back into the ring as he looked like he was going to shoulder charge her in the corner, completely misses it. Tags in the Mountain now, and he might look to put this one away here with Miss Tash down on the outside. The Witch Mother slow here, lifted onto the shoulders of Big Dan. She won't want to be up there after seeing it earlier. Apologies for the cough there. Launched across the ring by her leg. And the Mountain is looking to maybe put the Witch Mother away as swiftly as he potentially can. Rams the head into the corner. A big elbow from the Witch Mother though. This might be the fight back she needs. Oh, jumps on top of him, rolls him around, and has the sleeper lock locked in on the neck here. Has he got the power to get out of it? Look at this, wrenching the arm off of it. He's got more than enough left in the tank, not going to be put to sleep that easily. He sort of scuffed the kick a little bit there, it looked like, as he went for the big boot and maybe missed it a little bit. Goes for the tag now. The Witch Mother could be in trouble here. Off the rope she goes, and big back body drop. Goodness me, that was basically all the Turkish Mountain. Dives and gets the tag to Miss Tash though. A much needed tag, as now the torpedo's in the ring with her, whips her over. No, tried to go running off the ropes, but couldn't quite get it in there. And big shot to the back, and another elbow from the torpedo. Back and forth they go. Into the referee goes Miss Tash, broken up at the last minute, whips him down by the head and sends him careering into the matting there. Gets hold of the back now, lifts him round. Nasty little neck breaker there from Miss Tash, and maybe she'll look to do the damage here, work on the torpedo, and they see him as the weak link of the two. Maybe if they can isolate him and then keep the Turkish Mountain off the apron for a minute, that might be enough for the Coven to get a win. Look like the torpedo trying to run away again there as he gets the nails down the back. On a big clothesline there as he's still reeling from the damage done to his back, and Miss Tash pointing to the KEW faithful now, enjoying their revelry, telling him to bugger off. Oh, dives and gets the tag. Poor ring management there. The Turkish Mountain screams to the KEW fans. Oh, massive power slam there. He almost power slammed her through the ring. Screams to the KEW fans as Miss Tash is trying to crawl for the corner. Maybe he's seen it just at the last minute. Witch Mother gets the tag, or maybe he says, I don't care who you've got in the ring. Oh, went for the clothesline, did the Witch Mother, but Big Dan doesn't go down. Tucks her between the legs, and this might be good night. Vienna spins around. Turkish Delight powerbomb, hooks the legs. 1, 2, oh, and Miss Tash in to break it up, saving her acolyte, her leader at the last minute. Oh, the double knees right to the chest there, driving the Turkish Mountain down to the mat. You've got to wonder, is this the last gasp from the Witch Mother? Into the corner goes the Turkish Mountain, and then she's going to look to get the tag in. Big chop to the chest there, sends him down into the corner. She's got him pinned where she wants. Oh, look at this, choking him in the corner whilst he's down at her level, going for the choking there, trying to really drop him down a few pegs. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, and kick out at 2. Still enough left in the tank, and you can see blood on the side of the head of the Mountain there. At some point split open, maybe from those long nails of the Witch Mother there. Maybe she caught him on right next to the eyeball. It looks like he's bleeding profusely. We get one of those nasty nails, scratch her right across the face. It's not a pleasant experience. Tagged in is Miss Tash here. She might look to put the Mountain away. Oh, goes for the hook up, misses it though, and oh, the big swing there, goes for the cover. Witch Mother's in, breaks it up at a 1 count though. Good tag management from the Coven as she steps back out of the ring, and Miss Tash rolls out of the way, and oh, a big boot there, sending the Mountain down to the floor. Rolled over, goes for the cover. 1, just a 1 count there again. The Mountain back to his feet swiftly, goes for the big hit, but Miss Tash caught him with it. DDT, snap DDT down to the floor, and look at this, you can see the trouble he's in now. He's got severe head damage. Going to tag in the Witch Mother. If she has one of those deadly head submissions, perhaps she'll look to put away the Turkish Mountain here. If she can get a nasty submission hold, locked in, stomps on the hands here. That choking headlock, if she jives on him and gets that locked in again, that might be enough to put it away. Big headbutt sends it back down to the ground here, and the Mountain's in trouble. Now gets hold of the legs, and look at this, flips him through. Wrenching on it here, the prism lock locked in comes the torpedo. Oh, breaks it up at the last second, worried about the Mountain tapping. Tagged into Miss Tash. She's not worried about the torpedo being in the ring. Miss Tash back in the ring, looking to maybe put him away. Oh, pushed off at the last minute though by the Mountain, who's really taking a dive in this one here, ladies and gentlemen. He was in ascendancy, but has allowed the Coven back into it at the last minute. Furious elbows here from the Turkish Mountain. Goes for the cover of Miss Tash. 1 on. She's taken out the referee as the Witch Mother. Despicable tactics here, ladies and gentlemen. Stomping on the arm. You can see the referee holding his arm and is now down and out for the count. It looks like slow back to his feet. He's now getting up. Miss Tash whipped into the corner here. Tag in to the torpedo. The fresher of the two men. And it's exactly what the Mountain needed. A massive backdrop there again. Most of it being done by the Mountain as Miss Tash makes a smart decision to roll out of the ring. But oh, the torpedo suicide dives out after a torpedo diving through the ropes there. Now, might look to turn his attentions to the Witch Mother on the apron. Does exactly that. And oh, drops her on the top rope and straight off the apron there. And the Miss Tash taking her time on the outside. It's really a smart move, to be honest with you. Jumps over the steps and over the Witch Mother she goes, and a little bit of choreography there. Gets hold of him, neck breakers him on the outside, but she's done enough to maybe allow her tag team partner to recover swiftly enough here. Gets hold of the head, spinning neck breaker again on the outside. The torpedo encouraged to get back in the ring. Miss Tash back to her feet now. The torpedo caught, oh, with the Witch Mother. Big clothesline there, up to a 5 count. Well, if the Witch Mother gets up and keeps him distracted on the outside. Look at this, Miss Tash going over to try and deal with Big Dan. Pedo driver on the outside. Oh, but Miss Tash has stunned him off the apron. It's now going to be Miss Tash versus the torpedo, up to an 8 count back in the ring. And he's got hold of him. Oh, snap DDT there, hooks the leg. Could this be it for the Misfits? 1, 2, 3. It's just enough from the torpedo to put it away. a good victory for the Misfits. They had to dig a lot deeper than you would have thought of to get that one off, though. Goodness gracious me, look at us pointing to each other. They're happy with that one, the big fella and the little man as he struts around the ring. A good victory for them, pushes them into second or third place in the KEW Power Rankings, however you want to look at it. And they will have to face the safety men for a number one contender spot. The Coven back to the drawing board. Miss Kasuj will not be happy. It's been a bad night for the Coven so far. Tag team defeat. Hardcore Championship defeat. There'll be no gold or silverware coming to the Coven anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen, unless they get their act together. You'll be sure that they'll be going back to the drawing board and having a significant look at what's going on and what's gone wrong so far. Perhaps you'll look to tag up with the Ploughman and unleash him and his true potential onto the KEW. This one then, not one that many would have had on the books, but it is, if you like, for the Power Rankings, and will be a crucial one as we move closer to what will be the next main pay-per-view. And the main event of that pay-per-view for the KEW title will be an Elimination Chamber match, which will not have qualifiers for. It will be based on the rankings. This one then was really for all the marbles, if you like. Either of these two men, either one that wins it will look to progress and be on the path to glory. It is a winner will probably get into the KEW Power Rankings and will get into the chamber. Loser is going to have to do a lot of work to get there. The Shinigami then has fallen out of favour in recent weeks, slipped down those Power Rankings, and will look here to beat the Firefighter and push himself back into the Elimination Chamber Rankings, and he'll hope desperately that he can get this one over the line, or perhaps he'll just assume he will. He's of course our Dark Lord, our Dark Demon, and Shinigami stumbling around the ring. And his opponent here will be, of course, the Firefighter. He has Atomic Andy accompanying him as he had nothing better to do. He thought he'd make his way to the rings, a show of solidarity for the safety men. They are, of course, would have been watching backstage to see who won that last tag match, and will be ready and raring to take on the Misfits yet again. Perhaps a little thankful that it's not the Coven, knowing the dark tricks that they can pull. And the fact they have the numbers advantage, as do the Misfits mind, but they normally only stick to breaking two to the ring. There's no need for the distraction. The Firefighter, of course, has had a slip in form recently. Since losing the tag team titles, the Firefighter's not really been able to get much singles action going. Well, since being tag champions, and he's looked here to start fast against the Shinigami, only to get a big boot to the face from the Dark Man himself. Few furious hits here, and a big suplex sends him across the ring. They are two athletes that haven't met too much in the KEW, two of the stronger men potentially of the KEW, if you like, as well. Furious shots there from the Shinigami as he pins the Firefighter to the floor, off the ropes he goes, and a big backdrop there right onto him. The Firefighter slow back to his feet, and again it's another classic slow start from the Firefighter. He does have these slow starts to matches, but he does have that stamina that does keep him in matches a lot longer than you think he would do. Choked in the corner here though, as maybe the Shinigami knows if he can weaken the airflow, take away the blood pumping round the Firefighter's body, that he'll slowly drain that stamina out of him, and then he'll make for a much easier match further down the line. He knows he's going to have to go the distance here. Now onto the apron already. Look at that, Atomic Andy up on the apron, undoing the top turnbuckles. It looks like he's exposed it there. Now the Shinigami choking the Firefighter in the corner. Well, exposing that turnbuckle's not helped his tag partner at all. The Firefighter is in serious problems here, ladies and gentlemen. The Shinigami is well and truly in control of this one. Oh, the demonic kiss already. Hooks the leg. This could be it. 1, 2. Kicked out at 2 though, the Firefighter. Goodness me, I thought he'd got him there, and look at this, he's got to try and put him away with a demonic chokeslam. He's got it ready, gets hold of the neck. Oh, and a big elbow there from the firefighter. It's just what he needed. Goodness me, the referee distracted now with that turnbuckle in the corner. Under and over goes the firefighter, and big backdrop there. It seems that the turnbuckle has not been a factor in this one other than to distract the referee momentarily. At least it didn't disturb a pinfall or what have you, because Atomic Andy and the Shinigami would have had serious words there about that one. Interestingly enough, the way that the power rankings sit, Atomic Andy will qualify for the Elimination Chamber as it stands. So if the firefighter is to get through, he'll have to potentially face off against his tag team partner for a shot at the KEW title, or for the KEW title I should say. It's not a shot at. Natanj will be in the Elimination Chamber and he will have the title on the line. It remains seen what we'll do about the HMV Steelbook briefcase. Oh, big clothesline there from the Shinigami. I think we've had word from the CEO that potentially Tanj will be allowed to keep hold of the briefcase up until the pay-per-view, and after the pay-per-view, if he's still the champion, the briefcase will have to go on offer. There will have to be some way that we divvy it out or potentially put it on the line. Up to a 7 count here already on the outside as the referee telling both men to get back in the ring, as the Shinigami sends the firefighter in and rolls under the bottom rope himself, picks up the firefighter now from the back and looking for a big clothesline. Look at this, a steel chair's been slid into the ring here, and the firefighter lifting the Shinigami up onto the shoulders. Slides off the shoulders at the last second as the Shinigami, I thought it was going to be a fireman's carry, right on top of the steel chair. And look at this, you can see now the Shinigami distracted by Atomic Andy on the outside as the firefighter takes advantage of that. An electric chair drops him down onto the ring there. The Shinigami distracted. He will not be happy with Andy for that one. Big right punch from the firefighter drops the Shinigami down, and an elbow drop right to his faceplate there. You see he's in a little bit of pain after that one. It's allowed the firefighter the breather that he needs, so rolls him up now onto the shoulders. Sit down powerbomb. I thought he might go for the cover immediately after that one as well, but the Shinigami allowed out of it and crawls out of the ring. Gets hold of the Shinigami and launches him straight back in. Not even a 1 count there from the referee. Interesting. The last time he was counting so fast. This time around, no count at all. And look at this. The Shinigami has hold of the arms from the back and headbutts him right in the spine. Nasty move here. And goes for the neck snap. You can see him holding the back of the neck there. The firefighter, the Shinigami, looks to take advantage. I think the firefighter should have spent longer on the outside as he's tossed across with that big suplex. The snap neck there as well from the Shinigami, showing his power on display. Poised here, waiting for the firefighter to get back to his feet. Has hold of him and tosses him across the ring by his neck. Might look to go for the pinfall here. Smart with his ring awareness, drags him away and out of the corner, away from his tag team partner, and pins the leg. Hooks it high. 1, 2, 3, and that's enough for the Shinigami to put away the firefighter. He has a little look round at Atomic Andy and says, "Don't you dare interfere like that." My goodness me, you'd have to wonder if he's going to have an eyes for Atomic Andy at the next main pay-per-view when they're shutting the Elimination Chamber together. He will be a dangerous man, ladies and gentlemen, to be exploding out of the pod at any moment. That'll conclude this week's KEW, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll agree we've had some explosive matches there. We'll look forward to James the Cat taking on the Shinigami, well, not Shinigami, taking on the King Daddy for the Hardcore Championship, #1 contender in the coming weeks. But as for now, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week, and goodbye.